Hello, welcome back to the Bald Book Geek. We are here to talk about Doctor Who. I'm William James, I'm the host of the shit show. Hello. So, new Doctor Who has been announced. Russell T Davies has complete creative control. Jodie Whittaker is limping to the finish line as the role in an embarrassing, not only in viewership but in terms of writing and sheer quality. And the BBC have basically given it to Sony. This is going to be interesting. So, where do we start? We all know The Timeless Child not only destroyed Doctor Who, it broke the canon to the point. And don't come at me with that it doesn't have canon, it has continuity. The Doctor has always been a Time Lord. Be it the last of the Time Lords, a Time Lord, the Time Lord, or Mr. Smith. He has always been predominantly a Time Lord, regardless of anything. And The Timeless Child is very easy to write out. It could either be completely ignored, or they could make The Timeless Child a separate character, which I think would be more interesting, and have it as a plot by the Master. And by the way, the guy behind the current Master is absolutely atrocious, and I cannot wait to see that guy go. So, firstly, Doctor Who. The quality has went down, and it went down here with Peter Capaldi, and his sort of tonal dissidence that ran through his seasons. And his last season with Bill Potts I really love, despite the budget constraints that were really showing in some really bad CGI. But you end up with this situation of what do we do now? So they brought in Jodie, the first female Doctor Who, and that's the only thing people talked about. Her first season, I will give it credit where credit's due, was decent. It was good. It was a very typical first season of a new Doctor. Then it went downhill. Chibnall is completely useless as a writer and should not be allowed near Doctor Who. I know he's written other things and worked on Torchwood, but at this point, it's been embarrassing. And his inability to explain situations, give a recap of characters, and give anything deep and meaningful to anything happening right now is an issue. So, roll on to 2021. We get the news that she's leaving, jumping the sinking ship, and hopefully we'll never see her again. And the BBC have kind of given up on Doctor Who, which I find really fascinating. The fact that the BBC at this point have gone, we're not really interested. So now Doctor Who is in the hands of Sony, and when Sony are good, they're good. And they bought us the recent Ghostbusters, they bought us Spider-Man No Way Home. Hopefully they will care about the fans, people that actually watch this show, people that have grown up with this show, people that have been here since the start. I've been here since New Who, but my first Doctor was the TV movie Doctor. And then I grew up on repeats on BBC before The Simpsons and on the weekends back in the 90s of the old Doctor Who episodes and into the early 2000s. It's interesting now because at this point Doctor Who has descended into this very weird, messy thing, and now they've done this lesbian storyline, which please no. And I don't know if it can be saved, and that's my concern. Has it gone too far? Has it moved and alienated the fans to the point that they won't come back? If it doesn't come back, this could be a massive disaster. And that's coming from a major Doctor Who fan. So, new Doctor. I have mixed feelings on the casting. I'm hoping... I've never seen this guy in anything, ever. And I mean that. I've never seen anything this guy's been in. So I need to sort of look at his work. And I know nothing about him as an actor, which is a little bit disconcerting. Now we're at the point of... will he be good? I don't care about his skin colour, I don't care about race, I want a good actor. I want a strong actor, and I want someone that is respectful to Doctor Who and the legacy that Doctor Who has. Prime-time British science fiction Doctor Who. Jodie was not, and had made some very less than pleasant comments when she was first picked as the Doctor that were a little bit alienate the fan base again. My concern is that they're going to do that. My concern is that we're going to end up with another weak Doctor Who, but I'm giving Russell T Davies a chance because I feel like he at least knows what he's doing. He at least is a good writer. I've never been disappointed by Russell T Davies. He's had good moments, he has weaker moments, but he's never had an all-out, "Oh, Mother of God, why are you doing this" moment. At this point, will this be enough to bring fans back to this show, make it primetime viewing again? Also, the BBC do keep messing up the time slot in the UK. That gets really frustrating. They move it around for their other programmes like they did in the late 80s, so people aren't catching it, and if you set up a standard DVR recorder to record it, like a lot of people I know still do, because they don't tend to use iPlayer, what are they going to do? I'm also going to put into the mix that I think that at this point, how are they going to write themselves out of the broken canon? How are they going to write themselves out of the mess that has been left by Chibnall, or Shitnall, as some people in the Doctor Who fandom have started calling him? It's a very fitting name, isn't it? It's just, what are we going to do now? And if it flops and it's horrible, they're going to weaponise the fact that you have a black actor playing Doctor Who and call all the people not coming back racists. But please stop deflecting criticism and weaponising criticism against fans that just want a decently written show with great characters and actually a story arc, rather than Iron Woman, hear me roar, and this is the cast of the Power Rangers. I think they also got wrong with Jodie is they never gave her time alone. The Doctor's always had a companion, but she had a lot of sidekicks and a lot of people that just kind of were innocuous noise that didn't really do anything. So we don't need that with this. I want a Doctor, his companion, maybe another companion, it can be done, 2 others, but I want the Doctor to be the focus. I want Doctor-centric storylines. I want great characters, and I don't want info dumping and terrible writing that feels clumsy and fanficky. Can Doctor Who be saved? I'm putting the question to you. Comment, like, subscribe, and tell me what you think in the info below.